Hi everyone. So my journey from PhD to a non-academic job started back in 2020. So as you all know, 2020 was the year when COVID had hit us and the entire nation was undergoing a lockdown period. And that was the very time when I was in the final stage of my PhD when I was writing my thesis. So my scholarship had already ended. The fellowship that I was receiving from the government was already finished back in year 2019, and basically I did not had any money to sponsor myself. Or so that's when I decided that I have to get some job. So we all know that after PhD, we all have this idea that there is only certain kind of academic jobs that we can get into. It could be teaching, it could be having a project scientist or a project associate, a research associate, and these kind of jobs. And I had no clue, no clue that what kind of non-academic jobs exist, for people who have done PhD or who are going to finish PhD, because a very less awareness was there, at least for me in my case. So that's when my friend who was living with me, it was through her that I got to know that there is a job called medical writing, which exists. And so for this job, we can apply as a fresher, even though we have not finished PhD and we pursue to do it. Still, you can, you are eligible to apply for it and you can give it a shot. And I just applied for it and I used the platform LinkedIn to apply for this job. So there were some postings by the job website. So I just applied and I got a call from the company. Now I will tell you the interview process that happened, because as I told you that I was a fresher, applying for a medical writing job. I had no previous experience, zero experience, no idea about it. But what I did well was that I understood what the job description was. I had gone through it. I understood my skills which I can speak about. What kind of skills were there in the job description that aligned to what I already know, during my PhD. So I have done all of that, homework from my side, and I went for the interview. And they gave me a call, and the first thing that they asked me that, do I know what is medical writing? And that's when I told them that yes, I understand. Medical writing is about creating documents or preparation of documents, for a pharmaceutical company. So this was a very layman language, from my side. But I know now, I know that medical writing is a whole lot of more things apart from only this thing. So, and they were like, all right, so do you know what kind of documents? And I told them that, yeah, as far as my understanding, I understand that you prepare certain kind of, slide decks, I mean, which we call mostly often as PowerPoint presentations, or you create certain kind of documents which goes in the, and all those documents, are used during a drug approval process. When a drug comes to the market, whatever documentation is required. So then they went ahead and asked me my other questions, and which were that, okay, how do you think you can contribute to this role? Why do you think you align for this job? What are the skills that you feel aligns for this job? And how do you convince? How will you convince us that you have good scientific writing skills? So when this question popped up, that do I have good scientific writing skills, so that time I had one of the publications which was published in one international journal. So for all those people, even though you don't have a paper, totally fine. When you are in PhD, you are expected to publish one paper at least. So I had one paper already published during that time, or if I remember, it was during the process of review something. So I just told that, see, I understand, a research paper. What is it about? I understand what goes into writing a research paper or a manuscript preparation. So I understand science. And when you say writing, I do understand the nuances that goes into the writing, apart from having good English writing and writing and reading skills. So they were like, all right. And then they asked me what are my expectations as per the salary. And they told that, all right, let's see if everything goes well, you'll get a mail back for your next round. And I waited for 1 or 2 days, and luckily I got a mail from the company, the hiring manager, and they had given me a written test. Second round involved me a writing assessment. So now, what was this writing assignment? Basically, it was divided into two parts. Part A involved me in writing an abstract, from a journal article. So they had given one research article, and they had told me to prepare a abstract in under 500 words. And in another writing assignment, they had given me to prepare slides. All right, some 5 or 6 slides I had to prepare, listing out the results or the outcome of that paper. So they had given other kind of brief instructions, whatever I was supposed to do. And apart from this, yes, so there was another test which was a grammar test, English grammar test. So as a medical writer, it is very important to have a very very good command over English language, right? So your writing and your reading skills should be really good, and of course speaking comes along with it, but the writing skills has to be on point. So your grammar has to be on point, and at least if not perfect, at least you should understand the basic grammar what goes. So now that's when I did all of those tests and I had given it. Now this was the longest wait for me, because initially last time I got the mail in just 1 or 2 days, but now this time it 7 days around for them to return back to me, and they told that you have you have passed the test, and we would like you to go further for the next steps of the round. And the next step was the technical round. Now this was a third round of interview which I went. Now I asked them that what will be the technical round about, and it is very important to ask questions, guys. So you must ask questions when you're not clear about it. I asked them, and they told that nothing. It's basically about your background. What do you know, and what are your expectations from the job, and what are you going to do in the job role if it is given to you. All that kind of discussion will be there with one of the team leads. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll do that. So again, next was my one-to-one video interview, wherein I was asked firstly about my background, my educational background, what I have done in my PhD, and how do I enjoy writing, why do I enjoy writing, why I think I'm a good fit for this role. And then there was a little bit technical questions about the clinical industry. So even though coming from a non-clinical background, but still I had studied at least about what goes into creation of drug first. So what all kind of steps, what all kind of stages of a clinical trial is there, for a drug to get approved at the end, and then its entry into the market. So I had read that basic, and then also about literature. How do you, there is this thing called hierarchy of evidence, the literature evidence. So this was something that I had studied, that when you are, I mean, you'll understand when you will be preparing for this interview. And I might create another video on how to do that. So all of that happened, and after that, my final round was only with the HR, wherein I just discussed about the payment and the compensation that they'll be offering me, and that's how I got the role. So this was the entire process that went into grabbing this opportunity, and I am so glad that I did that. I cannot tell you, it was a very life changing moment for me, because the job came to me at a point when I was not having any kind of financial income for me. So yeah, that's about it. That's about me, and that's my journey of entering into medical writing. If you want to learn more about it, if you want to understand more about it, what is medical writing, what goes into it, what are the different types of medical writing, we can discuss all of that in my upcoming videos. And what we have more content is also on the kind of academic jobs that you can get after PhD. So please stay tuned to our channel for that. Alright, so that's all for today. If you like this content, please hit like and subscribe, and tune in for our next career hacks. Thank you. Bye bye.